God created the world in 6 days. And on the 7th, he created Rio de Janeiro. That is how the Brazilians describe the wonderful location and beauty of their city. From Heliponto, amid a forest, helicopters take off on an unforgettable round trip. Those who want to explore the city's most well-known landmarks from above take off and land here. The huge Christus Statue looks even bigger when viewed from a helicopter. It can be seen from almost everywhere in the city and protects Rio de Janeiro with outstretched hands. The 710-meter-high Morro Do Corcovado was named due to its hunch. At the top is Cristo Redentor. At Rua Cosme Velho Station is the Ferro Corcovado, a rack railway that travels almost to the top. Adjoining the station is a hall that displays various old carriages that are accessible to visitors. Various relics of times gone by. The station is always busy, and traveling up Corcovado is popular with one and all. An urban adventure is about to begin. A 3.8-kilometer ride on a Swiss rack railway that tackles the mountain in masterly fashion. It's also popular with nature lovers. The tracks go through the tropical Tijuca forest that grows densely due to the favourable climate. The trains pass each other efficiently. The Swiss engineers did a good job. The train climbs slowly up the mountain. It gradually approaches the miracle of Rio that crowns the mountain. Each year, around 1 million people from all over the world visit the famous Christ Statue, which is a national monument. The train travels through the biggest forest that exists within a metropolis. This green lung, the Cariocas, was created by former Emperor Dom Pedro. In the 19th century, he commanded that a coffee plantation be created here. And in 1931, there was a festive consecration of the statue within the forest. Suddenly, the view opens up and numerous bays are visible. Soon we arrive at the final station, squeezed between forest and mountain slope. Now, only a few steps. And marvelous views of the coast, hills and Atlantic Ocean. A paradise-like vantage point over the lively city below. A closer look reveals tightly packed skyscrapers that fill every available space. 220 steps lead to the base of the statue, the final distance being covered by a moving staircase. Next, we stand at the foot of the statue, at the foot of Cristo Redentor, Redeemer of the world. A remarkable sight. The planning of this symbol of Christianity began in 1921 to mark Brazil's 100 years of independence from Portugal. It took 10 years to complete. The statue measures 30 meters high, and its base is 8 meters high. The distance between its outstretched hands measures 28 meters. The head is almost 4 meters high, and the length of one hand is over 3 meters. It has a total weight of 1,145 tons. Cristo Redentor was the result of a competition in a popular magazine, and it was one Hector da Silva Costa who won it. His image of Christ enclosed the entire city with open arms, a gesture of sympathy, joy, and independence, plus a symbol of the warm-hearted nature of the Brazilian people. The money for its construction was donated by people from every walk of life, and its architects, engineers, and sculptors met in Paris. French sculptor Paul Landowski created its head and hands, while others constructed its body and arms. After the statue was shipped from France to Rio de Janeiro, it was covered with soapstone and transported up the mountain by rail. The huge statue was the result of a huge labor of toil and love. It was finally assembled in situ. Christ looks down upon his people protectively, and upon a metropolis that celebrates joie de vivre from one day to the next. In 2006, the statue was consecrated as a pilgrimage destination. It has been visited by both Pope Pius XII and John Paul II. The huge Cristo Redentor truly is synonymous with Rio and is truly a modern times wonder. Both a remarkable monument and a splendid work of art.